like DVD. You understand what it is? You understand me?
Stat, what's good with you, man? What you been up to, man?
Another day, another dollar, brother. You know what I mean? We trying to do it.
No question, no question. I mean, Stat, man. I mean, you know, you had came out some years ago, man, with a few things or whatever you, and you know, people, you tease people for a second, man. What went down, man?
You know what it is? You just gotta stay buzzing in the streets, stay relevant. You know, I knew that I had to be out here while I was making this record, putting things out. You know what I'm saying, to keep my buzz up, so people, because I know I was working with Dre and them, and I knew it might take a while to put the record out, so I wanted to stay relevant in the street so people would know my name before I actually put the album out. So that's what that was all about.
Yeah, but at the time that you actually put those, you know, you was, you know, creating a strong buzz. I mean, you know, you teased us, man, and then it's like you stopped or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? And I know that, you know, you from Atlanta or whatever, but, you know, New York and above still was anticipating something or whatever. We didn't get no mixtapes or nothing, man.
I think with the mixtape thing, I stopped doing them for real because I think I was getting to a point to where New York and other places was just putting me into that hole of, oh, he's a mixtape rapper, because I didn't have no album to come behind it. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted people to know that it's not just mixtapes with Stat Quo. I got a whole product, and I had to sit back in and get my product right and focus in on that and get it finished. But you know, believe me, brother, I'm back in it.
I see, man. I see. Regarding the single, what we looking at, man? I mean,
it's called "Here We Go," man. It's produced by Dr.Dre. You know what I mean? I went left with it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something different from what everybody else had going on, and that's pretty much how I played it. You see what I'm saying? So it's banging all the way through.
Well, I heard it actually, you know, and it's definitely not the typical on what you currently hear as of now, whatever.
Exactly.
What made you take that route? I mean, like when you heard it, when I heard it took me back, you know?
Oh well, what made me do it is because I hear a lot of the records that people are putting out, and I feel like motherfuckers is just following suit, doing the same thing.
Right.
Ain't nobody doing like, and I feel like to me, ain't nobody taking no chances with music.
Right.
You know, ain't nobody trying to stretch hip hop and do something else to create another sound. I want to do that. You know, so that's pretty much how that came about.
Right. That track alone took me back to about a '90s situation where, you know, the DJ was hella like really involved. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it allowed you to really hear the lyrical capacity behind what you was laying out. You know?
Exactly.
So I'm really digging that or whatever, because in this day and time, a lot of times people are just trying to follow concepts. And I know you're from Atlanta or whatever, so sometimes people are anticipating the same old.
Exactly, that run of the mill. You know, you don't want to do that. That's fine for that gentleman or that lady, but for me, young Stat Quo, I want to do something else. You understand?
Right. So how was it working with Eminem and Dr. Dre?
Oh man, beautiful, man. You know, you working with the best to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? M arguably one of the greatest MCs of all time.
Right.
And Dre arguably is one of the greatest producers of all time. And to have them in your corner, you know, it's incredible. So.
Right. As far as production is concerned, did you deal strictly with Dr. Dre?
Nah, I got 360 Mafia on the album. I got Scott Storch on the album. I got Steve Estefan on the album. Wow. I got Knots on the album. Fire Department's on the album. Keys O'Kane's on the album. And LT Mo's the producer signed the GMM's on the album. Well,
that's good. I mean, typically you would have figured that you would deal with all Dr. Dre or whatever you.
Yeah, Dre did 6.
He did 6?
Yeah.
Oh, well, damn. It sounded like it was that lineup right there was heavy, too. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, M did like 3. So.
Wow, that sounds like as far as features, who you dealing with? Who you working with?
Bilal, Devin the Dude, Scarface, Eminem, Young Buck, Latoya Williams, Nikki Greer. That's what we at.
Wow, I'm loving that. Regarding the music overall, and in between time, did you try to get into acting or any other, or was it just strictly music?
I just concentrated on my music. You know, I always got my real estate ventures,
right? My
stock market investments. You know, I'm still doing that. You know what I mean? I'm a hustler always, so I get money. Do that.
Yeah, but you know that's good to hear, man. That you know you also are an investor. You know what I mean? Regarding real estate, man. How long have you been doing that?
Oh man, since I stopped dealing with the streets.
That's a beautiful thing. Nah,
you gotta graduate. You know, I graduated from college, and you can only do that that other side. You can only live that life for so long.
Right.
It's just like no one retires from that. You know, I don't know too many guys that retired from that
right.
profession. You know, that really was getting it in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm with you.
So I guess you could say I retired. I just left that alone.
Well, I say that was a hellified transition, but I say that because as an artist, a lot of times artists don't want to give that side of investing. They're which is a beautiful thing. Their main concern is music or whatever, but they don't tell the world that they've invested in this. And maybe it's a ploy or whatever. But I like the fact that you stated, this is what I do also.
Ah, yeah, man. Don't think Jay-Z got $300 million from just rapping.
Right.
He's got a great business person that he works with that helps him with his finances. So
Right.
pretty much what this is.
Right. Regarding the album, we want to bring it back to the album, man. So when is the single hitting, man?
We just put the single out probably like a week and a half ago. So they're working it at radio. I'm going on tour with Young Buck and Rich Boy.
Okay.
Starting in July.
Okay.
So we'll probably be out for like a month with that.
Right.
Shooting a video for my single, Here We Go.
Okay.
This upcoming week, so that'll be out in the next couple of weeks. So it's a big time for you.
You ain't no lie. Let me ask you this though, your Stat, regarding like the sales, man. I mean the sales per each artist or whatever. How do you feel well with that? Do you are you anticipating? A mill. Anybody's anticipating a mill or whatever, but are you a bit nervous because the sales is looking a little crazy right now?
Of course, man. For you to look at SoundScan and not be nervous with the downloading, and then just the
right.
overall financial condition of people in our country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People do not have as much of a disposable income as they had before. But at the same time, man, I'm gonna gauge my success on more word of mouth. I'm not gonna get caught up in if I sold that or sold this, because if you do that and you sell yourself short, because you can sell a lot of records but people think your album's trash, and that's just not cool either.
True story.
Put another one out.
True story.
I want to sell a lot of records and people think my album's great, or I'd rather sell maybe a cool amount of records but people say, man, that fucking album was a classic. I'd rather have that.
That's respected. But will you take some of them other routes? The ringtones and everything else?
Definitely. That just comes along with it.
Of course.
You don't limit your paper. Expansion is what we do. It's what we're about. You can't be satisfied with the mediocrities of this world.
Mm-hmm.
You must take advantage of all the advantages that before thee. And I, Stat Quo, Young Beast, the boss, does that on a regular occasion. You understand me?
No question. Stat Quo, where that name derived from, man?
It derives from the term status quo, man, and basically what it is, when you talk about the status quo, it's the average or the bar by which we all live by, like wearing shoes is the status quo,
mm-hmm.
or like wearing a certain kind of shoes is the status quo. But like with me, it's like I'm the stat quo. I'm changing that bar. I'm the new bar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you will. I'm that new shoe that don't nobody rock, but everybody's gonna start rocking and make it the status quo. That's me, Stat Quo.
I love that. We, this is a little philosophy going on right here.
I philosophize. You understand?
I see.
I does what I does because I do it to death. You understand?
I see.
You really should understand what you need to be understanding and understand me. Cause be Stat.
Yeah. Hey, I love it, Stat. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you open it up. But dig, who inspired you, man? Because I hear a lot of lyricists behind what you spit, man. And
man, it's a bunch of them, man. Especially a lot of heavy, a lot of the West Coast cats, the NWAs, the South with the where I'm from, UGK,
right,
Ball, MJG, Outkast, Goody Mob,
right,
East Coast, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, can't forget Tupac, Eminem. I'm inspired all over the place. When
I see.
in the early cats, KRS-One, Run DMC, You know what I'm saying? Marley Marl. You know, you with his production or whatever, Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You can't forget. You can't.
Man.
You can't rock him.
Ooh.
Mahogany is one of my favorite songs
Wow.
of all time.
Wow.
You can't forget the greats, man.
No question.
You
No
know?
question.
And just from Busta Rhymes, people don't ever mention him, but Busta's dope. LL Cool J. It's just dope artists all over here, man. That I listen to and learn a lot from. EPMD. You know what I'm saying? So I mean.
It's a lot of history behind that or what have you.
Yeah.
So it looked like you've done some homework, man.
Oh man, I just love hip hop. I'm just an extension of what was already there. I'm just trying to continue on and carry the torch because I love it. I want to be around when my son gets my age.
Of course.
So he can enjoy it.
Well, Stat, before I breeze, man, I want to ask this question. How long have you been in the game? How long have you been,
I signed my deal probably like the beginning of 04.
Right.
So that's when I got my check. That's what I counted. That's what I meant. When you get a check like that, that's when you in the game.
Say the
Before then, listen to me close, y'all. You're not in the game till you get over $500,000. You understand? With a check. That's my opinion.
No question, man. On that note, man, Stat Quo, I appreciate that, man.
That is, man.
Real talk.
All right, pimp.